If you're over 60, you've probably been told your whole life that drinking milk is good for you. Maybe you still believe that every glass is helping your bones stay strong, your joints stay flexible, and your body stay energized. But what if that's no longer true? What if the same milk that helped you when you were younger is now quietly working against you? As we get older, our bodies change. Our digestion slows down, our bones get thinner, our blood sugar becomes harder to manage. And certain kinds of milk, ones that are found in almost every American fridge, can make those problems worse without us even realizing it. Some types of milk have been linked to more joint pain, faster bone loss, higher blood sugar, and even memory issues in seniors. In this video, we're going to reveal the 4 worst types of milk you should never drink after 60, and the 4 best ones you should. Before we start, I'd love to know, where are you watching from today? Just drop your state or city in the comments below. And if you have any natural health tips of your own, feel free to share those too. Someone else might really benefit from hearing what's worked for you. Worst milk number 1, sweetened almond milk. Many seniors are switching to almond milk these days. Maybe you've done the same. It sounds like a smart move, it's dairy-free, light, and easier on the stomach. And because it's made from almonds, most people assume it must be healthy. But here's the truth, if you're drinking the sweetened kind, it might be doing more harm than good, especially after 60. Most cartons of almond milk sold in stores are packed with added sugars, things like cane sugar, fructose, or syrup to make it taste better. The problem is, your body doesn't handle sugar the way it used to. After 60, your insulin sensitivity naturally declines. That means sugar hits you harder. It causes bigger spikes and crashes in your blood sugar. And when your blood sugar goes up and down like that, it doesn't just make you tired, it can lead to weight gain, belly fat, brain fog, and even joint pain. On top of that, most almond milks have very little real almond in them. Some contain just 2% almonds, the rest is mostly water, gums, oils, and thickeners. So even though you think you're drinking something healthy, you're not actually getting the nutrients almonds are known for, like magnesium or vitamin E. You're drinking a sweetened drink that gives you almost no benefit for your bones or brain. If you enjoy almond milk, you don't have to give it up, but you do have to be smart about it. Always choose unsweetened and calcium-fortified almond milk. That version gives you the bone and joint support you're looking for, without the blood sugar crash or extra inflammation. Because at this stage of life, every little choice counts. Even your milk. Worst milk number 2, unfortified oat milk, trendy, but nutritionally empty. Oat milk has become one of the most popular plant-based milks in America. It's creamy, it froths well in coffee, and it's often labeled as heart-healthy or easy to digest. But here's what many seniors don't realize, most oat milks on the shelf, especially the unfortified ones, are missing the very nutrients your body needs most after 60. And worse, they may be quietly making your bones weaker and your blood sugar more unstable. The biggest issue with unfortified oat milk is what it doesn't have. It usually contains little or no calcium and almost no vitamin D. That's a serious problem. After 60, your bones naturally lose density, and both calcium and vitamin D are essential for slowing that loss. If you're drinking oat milk without those nutrients, you're not just missing an opportunity, you could be making the problem worse. Another hidden danger in oat milk is something called phytic acid. It's found naturally in oats and can actually block your body from absorbing minerals like calcium and magnesium. So even if you're getting those nutrients from other foods, drinking unfortified oat milk can interfere with how your body uses them. For seniors, that's a big deal. Your bones, muscles, and energy levels depend on those minerals every single day. And then there's the sugar. Even when it's labeled unsweetened, oat milk tends to be high in natural carbohydrates. Those carbs break down fast and cause blood sugar to spike. For older adults, who often have less control over insulin and blood sugar, that can lead to crashes in energy, belly fat, and more inflammation over time. If you like oat milk, you don't need to stop drinking it, but always choose a version that is unsweetened and fortified with calcium and vitamin D. Check the label and make sure it has at least 25% of your daily value for each. Otherwise, you may be sipping on something that feels healthy, but is quietly draining your strength. Worst milk. Number 3, flavored lactose-free milk. Many older adults turn to lactose-free milk because regular milk starts causing bloating, gas, or discomfort with age. And on the surface, it seems like a good solution. After all, it's still dairy, just without the lactose. But here's where things go wrong. If you're drinking flavored lactose-free milk, like chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry, you may be falling into one of the worst traps in the dairy aisle. These flavored versions are loaded with added sugars. Some cartons have more sugar than a can of soda. And the sugar isn't always obvious. It's hidden under names like evaporated cane juice, corn syrup solids, or natural sweeteners. But your body treats them all the same, especially after 60. When your insulin sensitivity is lower and your metabolism slower, that extra sugar turns into belly fat, unstable energy, and higher blood pressure much more quickly than it did in your younger years. Research has shown that seniors who regularly drink flavored lactose-free milk gain weight around the middle, have higher fasting insulin levels, and experience more energy crashes throughout the day. That sugar doesn't just affect your waistline, it also increases inflammation, which can worsen arthritis pain, joint stiffness, and even slow down your thinking. There's more. Many flavored lactose-free milks also contain artificial sweeteners, thickening gums, and synthetic oils to give them that creamy taste. Ingredients like sucralose or carrageenan have been linked to gut issues and hormonal imbalance. And hydrogenated oils can mess with your cholesterol and fat metabolism, things that are already harder to manage after 60. So what's the better option? If you need lactose-free milk, choose a version that is plain, unsweetened, and fortified with calcium and vitamin D. You'll still get the benefits, without the sugar overload and the added chemicals. You can always sweeten it yourself with a few blueberries or a pinch of cinnamon. That way, you're in control of what's going into your body, not the food companies. Worst milk. Number 4, ultra-pasteurized A1 cow's milk. For many of you, this is the milk you've known your whole life. Maybe it's what your parents bought, what you raised your kids on, and what you still keep in the fridge out of habit. It's the classic gallon of cow's milk from the supermarket, often ultra-pasteurized, and made from cows that produce A1 beta-casein protein. But here's what most people over 60 don't know: this very familiar milk might now be working against your health, not for it. Let's start with the protein issue. Most commercial milk in the US comes from cows that produce A1 beta-casein, a protein that your younger body may have digested without any problems. But as you age, your gut lining becomes thinner and more sensitive. Clinical studies have shown that A1 milk can trigger low-grade inflammation in the gut, which then spreads through the body, causing joint stiffness, slower thinking, and even greater risk of memory decline. It's subtle at first, but it adds up over time. Then there's ultrapasteurization. This process heats the milk to very high temperatures to extend shelf life. It may be convenient, but it also damages the enzymes and natural proteins your body needs to digest the milk properly. For older adults with slower digestion and less stomach acid, this can lead to bloating, poor nutrient absorption, and discomfort after drinking milk. And let's not forget the chemical load. Conventional cow's milk often contains traces of antibiotics, growth hormones, and GMO feed. Over time, these can mess with your own hormone balance, interfere with calcium regulation, and confuse your immune system. It's not about one glass, it's about years of daily exposure that slowly chip away at your strength. The solution? Switch to A2 milk. It's made from cows that produce only the A2 protein, which is easier to digest and doesn't cause the same immune response. Or try goat milk or kefir, both of which are naturally A2 and offer bonus benefits for your bones and digestion. And if possible, avoid ultra-pasteurized milk. Look for gently pasteurized or minimally processed versions. You deserve better than a carton full of hidden problems. Best milk number 1, goat milk. Goat milk might not be the first thing you think of when you picture a glass of milk, but for people over 60, it's one of the best-kept secrets in the nutrition world. Most seniors in the US overlook it entirely, even though it could solve several problems at once, like bloating, poor digestion, and declining bone strength. If you've had trouble with regular milk, goat milk might be exactly what your body needs right now. Here's why it works so well. Unlike most cow's milk, goat milk contains A2 protein, a gentler type of protein that doesn't irritate the digestive system the way A1 protein can. That means less bloating, less cramping, and less inflammation in your gut. And when your gut feels better, everything improves: your mood, your energy, and even how well your body absorbs nutrients. For seniors with acid reflux, food sensitivities, or a weaker stomach lining, this difference can feel huge. Goat milk is also rich in medium-chain fatty acids, which your body turns into fuel more easily than other types of fat. That's important because as we age, our metabolism slows down, and it becomes harder to turn food into usable energy. Goat milk gives your muscles and brain a cleaner, quicker source of energy, without the heavy, sluggish feeling some people get from cow's milk. And let's talk about bones. Goat milk is naturally high in calcium, phosphorus, and zinc, all critical for preventing fractures and keeping your frame strong. It also contains selenium, a mineral many seniors are missing, which helps with immune function and mood stability. That means fewer sick days and less of that drained, low-energy feeling. If you're going to try goat milk, choose a full-fat, pasteurized version with no added sugar or flavors. You can drink it plain, warm it with a little cinnamon, or pour it over oatmeal for a nutrient-rich breakfast. It may not be what you grew up with, but it could be exactly what your body is asking for now. Best milk number 2, unsweetened, calcium-fortified almond milk. If you're someone who wants to stay away from dairy but still support your bones and joints, unsweetened almond milk that's fortified with calcium can be one of the smartest choices you make after 60. The key is choosing the right version, no added sugars, and with the nutrients your body actually needs. Unlike sweetened plant-based milks, the unsweetened, fortified version of almond milk won't spike your blood sugar. It's low in carbs, low in calories, and free from lactose or casein, which means your gut gets a break, especially helpful if you struggle with digestion or inflammation. This is important, because as we age, even small amounts of inflammation in the gut can trigger fatigue, joint pain, and problems with memory. But the real magic in this milk comes from what it's fortified with. Many of the best brands add calcium, vitamin D, and magnesium, a trio that plays a major role in your health after 60. Calcium keeps your bones solid. Vitamin D helps your body absorb that calcium. And magnesium supports your muscles and nervous system. When those three are working together, your balance improves, your bones stay stronger, and your risk of falls and fractures drops. There's also a bonus benefit: almond milk is naturally rich in vitamin E, an antioxidant that supports brain health. Studies show that seniors with higher vitamin E intake tend to have slower memory decline and better cognitive performance. So even though almond milk looks simple, it can be a daily brain booster when chosen wisely. How should you use it? Add it to smoothies with berries and flaxseed, pour it over oatmeal, or make a simple chia pudding. Just make sure the label says unsweetened and shows it's calcium and vitamin D fortified. Aim for at least 25% of your daily value per serving. It's a small switch, but one that can make a noticeable difference in your energy, clarity, and bone strength. Best milk number 3, kefir. If there's one milk that deserves a place in every senior's fridge, it's kefir. Most people think of it as a yogurt drink, but kefir is much more powerful. It's a fermented milk packed with probiotics, those friendly bacteria that support your gut, your immune system, and even your mood. And after 60, that's exactly the kind of support your body needs. Here's the reality: as we age, our digestion slows down. We don't absorb nutrients as well, our immune system gets weaker, and inflammation becomes a bigger problem. That's where kefir comes in. It contains over 30 different probiotic strains, far more than regular yogurt. These probiotics help restore the balance in your gut, making it easier to digest food, absorb vitamins, and reduce bloating or discomfort after meals. One study found that seniors who drank kefir daily had better balance, more stable walking, and higher vitamin D absorption, which is essential for maintaining bone density and avoiding fractures. And here's something many people don't know: kefir contains vitamin K2, a rare nutrient that plays a critical role in guiding calcium into your bones instead of letting it clog your arteries. Without K2, even calcium-rich diets can backfire. But with kefir, you get both the calcium and the K2, working together to strengthen your bones and protect your heart. But kefir isn't just about digestion or bones. It also improves muscle coordination, supports a healthy weight, and boosts immunity. When your gut is healthier, the rest of your body works better, including your brain. Research shows kefir may even help protect against age-related memory loss by lowering inflammation throughout the body. To get the full benefits, make sure you choose unsweetened, whole milk kefir with live active cultures listed on the label. Avoid flavored versions, which are often loaded with sugar. You can drink a small glass with lunch or dinner, mix it into a smoothie, or pour it over your cereal in the morning. It's a simple habit with a long list of rewards, and one that gets more important with every year that passes. Best milk number 4, A2 whole milk. If you still enjoy the taste of traditional milk and don't want to give it up, there's good news. You don't have to. But you do have to choose the right kind, and for seniors, that's A2 whole milk. It looks, tastes, and pours just like regular cow's milk, but inside, it's completely different. And that difference can have a big impact on your bones, joints, digestion, and even your memory. The main issue with regular milk is a protein called A1 beta-casein. It's hard to digest, and research shows it can trigger inflammation in the gut, which may spread to other parts of the body, like your joints and brain. But A2 milk comes from special cows that produce only A2 beta-casein, which is much easier on your system. That small change means a lot as you get older. Seniors who switch to A2 milk often report less bloating, fewer joint aches, and better mental clarity. But A2 milk doesn't just avoid problems, it actively supports your health. It still gives you all the natural benefits of real milk: calcium for your bones, protein for your muscles, vitamin D for absorption, and vitamin B12 for brain function. It also contains iodine, which supports your thyroid and energy levels. And because it's whole milk, it has healthy fats that help your body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like D and K2, both essential for maintaining strong bones and preventing fractures. When shopping, look for full-fat A2 milk from grass-fed cows if possible. Avoid ultra-pasteurized or flavored versions, which may contain unwanted additives or stripped nutrients. You can enjoy it in your coffee, pour it over oats, or warm it before bed for a calming, bone-building drink. For seniors who still love their glass of milk, A2 isn't a compromise, it's an upgrade. It lets you enjoy the comfort of a familiar taste while protecting your joints, sharpening your mind, and helping your bones stay strong in the years ahead. By now, you've probably realized something important: milk isn't just milk anymore. For most of your life, it was a safe, dependable drink. Something you poured with breakfast or added to your coffee without a second thought. But after 60, that simple glass can quietly influence your digestion, your joints, your bones, even how clearly you think and how steady you feel on your feet. The wrong kind of milk can slowly chip away at your strength. Ultra-pasteurized A1 cow's milk, sweetened almond milk, unfortified oat milk, and flavored lactose-free milk may seem harmless, or even healthy, but they're often loaded with sugar, missing essential nutrients, or filled with proteins your body can no longer process easily. For seniors, that means more inflammation, weaker bones, and rising blood sugar, all of which increase your risk for falls, fatigue, memory loss, and loss of independence. You don't need to give up milk to feel better, you just need to choose the kind that supports the body you have now, not the one you had at 30. And when you make that choice, you're not just switching brands, you're taking control of your health, your energy, and your future. So the next time you open your fridge, ask yourself one simple question: is this helping me, or hurting me?